quiet word in their ear as we look at the starting lineup for Andorra. And it's Vova, Vlado Jankovic, Oliver Stevic, Big Shemek Karnowski, Andrew Albisi and David Walker will be the starting quintet for the visitors. And as for Darussafaka, well, they'll work the bench as well, but it's Scotty Wilbekin, Howard Santros, Joanne Johnson, James Bell, and the big rebound specialist Michael Eric will get the start. Some very, very enthusiastic and excited fans up for the tip-off against Shemek Karnowski. And we are underway, and it's the Pole who wins the tip-off. So Morabank will get things underway. Andrew Albisi getting it to David Walker. Albisi gets it back. Thought about it and thought again. Scotty Wilbekin trying to block his path, and Wilbekin doing the job, and Albisi getting it back again, and then somehow keeping possession, and then eventually it went off either Oliver Stevic or Howard Santros. So the officials can work that one out as to who's going to get possession here. Who got the final touch? And they're saying it was Santros got the final touch, so side out for Jankovic. We'll get it back to Albisi. We'll have a go. Hey, that's a great start for Morabank Andorra. The Frenchman nailing one early. Now here comes Howard Santros. What an impact he's had. Michael Eric, the big fella. They'll look to get him under the basket if they possibly can on the pick and roll. Wilbekin swings it out and setting it up, but hitting the rim, and a rebound collected there, and then the pass picked off by James Bell, who will get it back into the hands of Wilbekin. They've got to watch these turnovers, Andorra. If there's one thing they've got to have here, it's a clean game. They are pretty good with assists and steals. The officiating crew just want to let's check the instant replay system. But turnovers so often seal a team's doom. We saw one there, but at the moment, just that one basket. And it was a big one as well from the French point guard, Andrew Albisi, who, funnily enough, came through the Level Art youth system. These days he's playing against them. Side out, Darussafaka, Wilbekin. Let's get the bounce pass through there to Joanne Johnson. Slow start here for Darussafaka. A minute or so gone, but they certainly haven't managed to establish any kind of rhythm at all there. There was the pass that was intended in the direction of Johnson. Albisi was over there, and Albisi has possession here. And this is Walker getting it back to Albisi, who will give it straight back to Walker. Doesn't seem to have too many options, so Stevic will get it back to Albisi. They've got the big fella, Karnowski, in there as well, running interference. And then another breakdown, but Albisi couldn't feed Karnowski, and Darussafaka will look to bring it away. Bell sending it back here. And Joanne Johnson, the man from Indianapolis. Basketball territory, if ever there was a basketball state, it's Indiana. And he opens Darussafaka's round 5 account with the layup. Bounce pass to big Shemek Karnowski. And he just rolls one in over Michael Eric, who was trying to cover him. Karnowski's not just a rebound guy, he'll put some points up as well for Morabank. A real physical presence, the big Pole, number 15 in the yellow. Just guarding the rim there as Wilbekin and Albisi come in contact, and Albisi says, yep, okay, got me on that one. His third season with Darussafaka, Scotty Wilbekin, he really was terrific. Last year, over those 2 seasons, he's averaged over 11 points a game and close to 3 assists a game as well. He'll have a dig here from deep, and Scotty Wilbekin's got his eye in. Fast break attempt on here, and nothing doing once again. That's collected by Santros. Once again, Andorra not really taking care of the ball. Wilbekin will look to do it on his own. No, he won't. He'll get Johnson involved as well. The scoring weapons are all out there. St. Rose, Wilbekin, Johnson. Albisi, who's already hit from downtown, couldn't hit on that occasion, and St. Rose, the Cuban, will bring this away. Spent the last couple of seasons playing in the Czech League and winning a bunch of titles over there as well. Number 23 for Darussafaka. Out of bounds there. However, Stevic got involved, but yep, won back-to-back Czech titles. St. Rose. Here's Wilbekin. Oh, that's beautifully and easily done, but no. There's a whistle as Przemek Karnowski got a little bit too close for the officials' liking, and that's a lot of pole there to navigate your way around. And it really is one of the big fellas, the 23-year-old pole in every sense of the word. He'll want to make sure he stays out of foul trouble as Wilbekin comes up to the line. And the man from Gainesville, Florida, very, very happy in Istanbul these days. Says it really does feel like home. Albisi has managed to get himself out of trouble nicely there. Stevic. Albisi will get back. St. Rose is just all over him. Swinging it out there to Walker, who's not really been able to get involved yet. Now, here's a chance for Jankovic. Going to try the spin move ahead of Wilbekin, and nicely done by Vlado Jankovic there. He's the son of the late Serb player Boban. Eric. Turn over the other way. Bounce past Walker, tried to get it back, and Michael Eric was there to pick that off. So showing their defensive toughness here. Darussafaka, number 2 in the Euro Cup competition, allowing 69 points per game. That's one of the many challenges facing Andorra today. David Walker will be assessed for that. So that will send Howard St. Rose to the line to tack on and 1. Beautiful touch there from the Cuban. So Walker takes a breather, and it's good to see Furkan Aldemir back for Darussafaka. He's been injured since round 1 when he picked up 5 points and 9 rebounds. The one-time Galatasaray man, veteran of nearly 100 EuroLeague games. That's another weapon that we can look at. Przemek. Blazic is on court, but Przemek doesn't even have to get off the ground just to lift up one of those huge wings of his and just dump it in effortlessly. Przemek's offensive output will be important today. That's a couple of very comfortable layups he's had. Here's St. Rose. Oh, that almost was a bit special, but Aldemir, a touch of rust there. Hasn't played for a few weeks. Not able to hang on to it. He did have big Przemek Karnowski all over him. Wilbekin takes a breather. Andorra at the midway point of this first quarter in contact. Albisi, who started the scoring here with that big triple. Blazic. See if he can get himself involved. There is a whistle there. Will Cummings was the man looking around as if to say, not me, surely. He's still looking a bit puzzled there. Cummings. Andorra ball. Albisi fakes one way, looks another, and finds Stevic. Stevic can't deliver because there's a whistle, and that may well be Jawan Johnson being assessed. Take another look at that. Yep, Johnson with a little shove. Officiating crew right there. So Johnson will take a breather, having picked up 2 early fouls. Darussafaka with Oliver Stevic, the Serb, could have gone ahead if they'd nailed both of these, but all they can do now is draw level. He's a veteran of the Euro Cup, Stevic. This is his 6th season. Played for 4 different teams between 2007 and 2013, including 7nov Zvezda. So very experienced. And it's his experience and leadership that Joan Peñarroya is going to be calling on if Morabank Andorra can make a push to reach the round of 16. David Black said all the right things ahead of this one. He certainly wasn't disrespectful to Andorra at all. Recognised that that's a team with a little bit of momentum behind them. The follow-up there, nicely done. And Aldemir back in business. Very important player for Darussafaka, Furkan Aldemir. They've missed him. They've still been winning handily, even with him out of the lineup. But they're certainly very happy to have him back. Karnowski couldn't get that one delivered, so Stevic will just push it out of bounds. They've beefed up their front court this week, Andorra, bringing in the much-travelled veteran Chris Copeland, who's played all over the world, the 33-year-old American. But, we're not sure if we'll see a debut from him tonight. We'll keep an eye on that. He has yet to play. Stanton Kidd, number 0, is now on court. And Bell. Oh, what about that? He was sent flying as he pulled the trigger there, as well as big Shemek Tarnowski. Just gave him a little introduction there. It doesn't take much contact from Shemek for you to go over. Yeah, Darussafaka have now opened up a little bit of daylight. So a second foul there against Karnowski. Moussa Diagne, the Frenchman, will replace him. Diagne one, tacked on by Bell. And it's a 5-point Darussafaka lead as we get down to inside 4 minutes of this first quarter. It's Jaime Fernandez looking to work it from the backcourt. Vlado Jankovic has got Aldemir in front of him, so he'll try Fernandez again, and Fernandez getting it swung out there. And Jankovic got a shove there from Aldemir while he was in the act of throwing. So that will send the Greek Serb. He was born in Serbia, but moved to Greece when he was 2 years old, when his father Boban joined Panathinaikos. And he has been around, Jankovic. He's played for Panathinaikos. 66 games there in the EuroLeague. With Valencia as well. And only a couple of games there before he was loaned back out to a Greek club last season. He's played most of his club basketball for Aris Thessaloniki. And then went to Andorra in the summer. He'll look to chip that deficit down to just 2 points, which he's successfully done. David Black wanting a little bit more urgency and intensity from his men. All coaches always do, of course. Cummings can't deliver there. That was Moussa Diagne collecting that one, and another misfire offensively from Andorra, with Fernandez in the middle of that, and Stevic. Bell going for a big one. How about that? Here's Blažič, who's been a non-factor so far. Blažič with the block from Aldemir, rejected. Oh, the big slam from Aldemir, who's getting the job done at one end and then getting it done at the other as well. Very, very strong in the paint for Darussafaka. John Schörner is in the lineup now for Andorra. Here's Blažič getting it out to Fernandez. Blažič will get it back again. Blažič trying to orchestrate things. And then has to try and do it all on his own. They were trying to work the pick and roll there with Diane and Aldemir. If that's on him, that'll be number 2. Blažič absolutely crucial to Andorra. 6 EuroLeague seasons. Those were 7nov2017, the last 2 in Spain with Baskonia Vitoria Gasteiz. He is absolutely their key man in terms of points. He's also played in the Euro Cup. Spent a season with 7nov2017 in this competition 4 years ago. Blažič has nailed that one, which, for the statistically minded, is his 50th point of this Euro Cup campaign. And yeah, the bad news for Furkan Aldemir is a couple of fouls against his name. The good news, he looked back to his best, which is great news for Darussafaka, who've been managing perfectly well without him, but are a better, stronger team with him. The layup didn't work, but the rebound was collected, but not deposited, but they get another chance at it here. They really are struggling with their defensive rebounds, Morabank Andorra. We're seeing more of it here. They've got to get a shot off quickly here, though. Wilbekin will look to just float that one in there. Doesn't happen. Well, Blažič eventually collecting it, but they had 4 chances there, Darussafaka, as Andorra just couldn't take possession. And at the other end, Scotty Wilbekin impeding Jaime Fernandez. So Wilbekin will hear his name announced for that one. And Fernandez, with 1:44 left in the first, will look to go to work from the line, and that's another opportunity wasted from the line. So they're not shooting particularly efficiently, it has to be said. 5 out of 8 so far. Make that 5 out of 9. Missed points. If Andorra had been clean from the free throw line, this would be a 1-point game right now, but they're not, far from it. That is going to go against the big Senegal-born centre, Moussa Diane. There are ways you can stop Scotty Wilbekin. Many of them, though, are illegal, and that's about as illegal as it gets. So Wilbekin, being the star man for this team. And amazingly, Scotty Wilbekin has been absolutely sensational from beyond the arc. Going into tonight, he was shooting 50%, 13 of 26. Well, it's now 14 of 27 after his triple tonight as well. So Wilbekin looking comfortable here. And possession remains with Darussafaka. So a chance to add this 8-point lead. A nice pass there to Bell. But well, you saw from David Black's reaction there a frustration because Bell didn't watch his feet. Stepping out of bounds, so side out for Andorra. There's Fernandez. Just over a minute remaining in the first. A lot of movement in front of him, but seemingly no space, attempting the pick and roll, and then the alley-oop, and then Blažič will get it back to Fernandez, who had that one tipped as it left his fingers, and Michael Eric can pick that one up and just get it straight to Wilbekin. So once again, Darussafaka holding firm defensively, and that's not a very good tally for Andorra through 1 quarter of play, as Bell with the layup makes it a double-digit lead now. 40 seconds left. Morabank Andorra looking to try and trim this deficit back in the few seconds that remain first quarter. And so far, Blasic has been a non-factor. Jankovic forced back. Now we'll try for the layup himself. Will get the whistle as Michael Eric looked to try and just slow him down as he made his way there. Jankovic to the basket. And that was Fernandez. I thought that was tipped in real time, but you see it again. It just fell very, very short. Howard Bruce is back. The and one is tacked on by Jankovic. But they'll have done their homework, Darussafaka, and they'll have realised if they can shut down Blasic, they'll win the game. Blasic so far just a 1 point from the line. No assists, 1 rebound. And they'll look to make this the last possession of the quarter. As Cummings. Eventually it comes out to Santarus, who manages to draw a rather fortuitous whistle there against Vlado Jankovic. Just his momentum carried him straight into the Cuban. Nevertheless, now it's Santarus. We'll go to work as Dorish Ozdemiroglu comes in for the last few seconds. And we're presumably hoping to stay there for the second session as well. Santarus, good from the line. And double delight there for Howard Santarus. So let's see if they've got a quick play in their arsenal. Fernandez will have to move fast. Didn't get it off in time. Despite the complaints of Moussa Diagne, that'll do it for the first quarter. Darussafaka up by 9. The second 10 minutes underway. Back to Wilbekin, who contributed 7 points, 4 of them from the line, and a big triple. And all kinds of contact there between the two centres. Moussa Diagne draping himself all over Michael Eric, then saying no, surely not. And Michael Eric. Makes a hash of his freebie. So it remains 28-17 after the and one was missed. Fernandez drawn a crowd. Diagne can't get it, but it's been recycled back to Schörner, who will get it back to Walker, who will get it back to Schörner, and there was certainly contact as Schörner looked to float that one in. Well, Schörner did a great job there. The one-time Big Ten star, because he kept his nerve in the face of Stanton Kidd coming in at him. Not only nailed the triple, but will get the and one as well. So 4 big points there, courtesy of John Schörner for Andorra. So they've stopped this becoming a runaway train here. Out to Kidd. Kidd's run into trouble, managed to get himself out of trouble, and that's brilliantly done, but Ozdemir Olu couldn't convert. All that good work from Kidd, counting for nothing. Jelinek is involved. Fernandez, and another turnover, and his problems. Fast break is on, and just look at that, the thunder dunk on the back end from Michael Eric. 3-on-1 after the turnover. And nobody was going to come between Michael Eric and the big throwdown. And again, they're just not taking care of the ball with the efficiency that Joan Peñarroya would like. Andorra. It was Jelinek having trouble with possession. Juwan Johnson has checked back in. Contact coming off a green shirt, and that was almost a steal there as Blazic looked to try and do it himself, and then Diane with the follow-up. An important offensive rebound collected there by the big Senegal man. Certainly playing with a good tempo here, Andorra. But Darussafaka still comfortable, and too many easy baskets like that layup there for Wilbekin. The problem for Andorra is really just scoring consistently, because Darussafaka has a mean defense. Diane swinging that back out. Nowhere else to go, and they'll have to try another ambitious triple that goes off the rim from Jelinek. Jelinek will get it back and have another go. That one rattled around as well, and Michael Eric eventually collects that one. So 0 for 2 there in that little series from beyond the arc there, Jelinek. And here's Eric. Oh, and there's a misfire between Eric and Wilbekin. It was interesting to see the team dynamic there, because obviously Wilbekin was expecting it one way, Eric went the other way, and instead of complaining, Wilbekin immediately just put a hand up just to say, yeah, okay, I'll take that. There was no finger pointing. They've got a great team ethos, Darussafaka. Andrew Albisi is back in for Andorra. He's back out again as well. Jelinek. Just barge his way through there, and then gets it back to Blazic for the big triple. And just out of luck once again there, Andorra. That's 3 big threes they've gone for in this second quarter, and they've all been rim shakers, but nothing has dropped. Now Wilbekin with some sleight of hand there. Fancy stuff there from Wilbekin. Sant Rose will draw the whistle. John Scherner with the infraction. Right there. Easy one for the officials. Big Shemek Karnowski replaces Musa Diane. Sant Rose looks to go to work from the line. Well, he's been used to winning recently as Howard Sant Rose. Not surprising, really, that David Black wanted to bring him in. Won everything in the Czech League almost the last couple of seasons. And the ultra-competitive Turkish League, and obviously in the Euro Cup. Always good to have a few winners around. Here's Shemek Karnowski with the whistle against Michael Eric. Furkan Aldemir replaces Michael Eric, as they just make Karnowski think about this a little bit more. So the 23-year-old Pole, maybe he was put off. Well, coming up dry there from the line, Karnowski, and they continue to struggle with their free throws, Andorra. Just over 50%. A little backhand pass there from Wilbekin. Bell. Now that's been picked off. The chance for the quick fast break here. Blazic misses the layup. Well, Jaka Blazic is just not getting going at all this first half. That's the one field goal from the man who is so crucial to their offensive output, Andorra. That one you would have expected. Lovely little pass from Sant Rose to Aldemir, but he couldn't pull the trigger. Now Bell has lost Andrew Albisi. the time in the world. So just deposit that, and it's a 13-point lead. Darussafaka now. He's continuing to pull a little bit further away. And it's tough to see where Andorra are going to be able to turn this around. Karnowski, he'll do that all night. All night long. He makes that look so easy. Here's Wilbekin. And Scotty Wilbekin will do that all night long. All on his own. Didn't need any help. And Wilbekin now into double figures for the night. He's just going from bad to worse, this. Another huge monster slam on the fast break from James Bell. And this now is starting to look a little bit concerning if you're Joan Peñarroya. So 40-25 then. Andorra in the yellow. Going to try and mount some kind of comeback here in the last 4.5 minutes of this first half. Andrew Albisi with a nice pass there to Walker. That's another missed opportunity. Santos. He's got Aldemir in front of him, but swings it back to Bell, who gives it to Cummings. Here's Bell once again. Here's Johnson. Johnson will look to work the float away. No, didn't happen for him. Blazic has to send it all the way back. Schöner. Walker was put under immediate pressure there, did well. Albisi will look to go for one there, and does. Good accuracy there from Andrew Albisi, the Frenchman. Cummings. Too easy again for Darussafaka. Let's see what Albisi can do. Nailed a couple of impressive looking three-pointers, Albisi. This would be another one that would be really impressive. What about that, Andrew Albisi? Just draining one from downtown. That is giving Andorra just a glimmer of hope. It's a 13-point deficit here, but they've got to find a bit of defense from somewhere. And John Schöner was looking for a bit of defense, but unfortunately for him, Juwan Johnson drew the foul. And that's why. Wilbekin batting for David Blatt. Janka Blazic back on the sideline for Andorra. Pretty quiet tonight. Santos. Finished off by Furkan Aldemir. Albisi puts the brakes on. Karnowski has it nicked off him. The big fella had it stolen there by Furkan Aldemir. And Wilbekin to Aldemir, gives it back. A better bit of defense there from Andrew Albisi. Wilbekin couldn't do it all on his own. 2 minutes remaining, first half then. Andorra down by 15. Important little phase of the match this, if they can just trim this back to 10 points or so, and that's another missed opportunity. You sense that maybe Andorra could mount a comeback, but if this gap gets any wider, it's going to be hard to come back, and James Bell looked to just add to it, and the rebound has been collected by Johnson. And then Bell is there to get the job finished. Well, he missed it with the first one, but Johnson collecting the rebound gets the assist on the Bell basket. Now Albisi. There is a whistle there as David Walker attempted the basket. A rueful shake of the head there from Aldemir, who has been the story of this game right there. Now let's see what David Walker can do. Nobody's been entirely convincing from the line, but Walker has taken care of the first one. And the second one as well. Bell will come back and get this one. Very high defensive press there from Andorra, but it's Wilbekin who will look to bring this away with LBC in front of him. Eric being a handful, and then Eric getting it for the layup as well. What a wonderful matchup they got. Eric against John Schörner, and Michael Eric's going to win those battles 9 times out of 10. LBC inside the final minute of this first half. LBC will have another pop at this. Stevic in front of him, then swinging it back out. Check, and then the layup, but nothing doing, and the defensive rebound has been collected by Stanton Kidd, who's still scrapping away for it there. A real physical play there from Kidd. He's played pretty much his whole career professionally in Northern Europe, Belgium and Germany. Number 0 for Darussafaka. Santos. Oh, lovely sleight of hand there, and Eric has missed the layup. And you can see by his reaction, and you can see by David Blatt's reaction what they thought of that. Well, all the hard work had been done by Howard Santos. All Eric had to do was pull the trigger. However, Stevic will be as surprised as anybody to get his hands on that. Now, one more possession here before the buzzer goes, and Andrew Albasi straight down Main Street there with that one. He personally has had a really good first half. The French guard, he's on double figures, and we have just under it. When you're the team in possession, you want every 1/10 of a second you can grab. So Wilbekin, no, straight. Well, that was a disaster. Vlado Jankovic was there to just pick that off. And Scotty Wilbekin will be slinking into the locker room at half-time with his tail between his legs there. Flying at the right in the last second there when they were given a freebie. And they will have the first possession of this second half as well, with Andrew Albisi, who started the first half with a triple, and Morabang will look to start the second half with a triple as well. Doesn't happen. Howard Santos collecting the rebound after David Walker went for the big one. So Darussafaka looking to improve to 5-0, and there's a turnover as Santos just trying to take it straight through Vlado Jankovic, and then there's another turnover, and all the way back up the other way, but a whistle goes. Wilbekin misses the layup anyway, so a bit of sloppy play all round. The first 30 seconds here. Lovely little steal there. Jankovic denied by Wilbekin. Back the other way. And we've got another collision there, and it's big Oliver Stevic looking around there as he collided with James Bell. And got one against him. So, the scoreboard unchanged for the first 15 seconds of this second half. Scotty Wilbekin looking to do something about that. Wilbekin will go for a big triple here. That is collected by Stevic, who will get it to Albisi. Wilbekin has been so reliable from beyond the arc this season. On that occasion, Jankovic getting it out to Schörner. Schörner's hit from the perimeter already this evening. Albisi has been terrific from distance this evening as well. But Andorra yet to open their account for this second half. It's Santos drawing a crowd, Just recognizing that Wilbekin was there. Lovely little spin move there from Michael Eric, the big fella, showing terrific wheels and drawing the whistle, as well as David Walker will be assessed. I think Walker was expecting this. Lovely little move there. And Schörner came over as well. Wilbekin, that was very close to being picked off there by Stevic. Got away with it there, though. And once again, trying to just be physical there. Jawan Johnson, nothing doing. And Andorra will try and bring it back the other way. Stevic running it straight to Albasi, who is now the puppeteer, pulling all the strings. Nice little bounce pass there, but the layup is missed by Stevic. So many opportunities Andorra have failed to convert. Wilbekin, that's a steal there by Stevic. Not so much a steal as a given to him. And Walker will circle and circle. Now they'll have another go here with Jankovic. No, they won't. Jankovic will get it to Stevic. Stevic finally gets Andorra on the board for this second half. It's been a long time coming, that one. And a little bit of loose play from both sides. You're seeing plenty of turnovers in the first 2.5 minutes of this second half. Wilbekin has drawn a whole bunch of company there. Pick who you like. It could have been Jankovic, it could have been Albisi. I think it's Albisi that they'll get, but Stevic was in there as well. And he was just crowded out of it there. And Albisi knows that one's going to get called against him. Santos. Wilbekin. Bell. Bell is really on fire tonight. Another very impressive basket from James Bell. He's bounced around all over Europe. Played in the Euro Cup with Nancy a couple of years ago. That one rattled the rim, and then Michael Eric brought that one away. Santos. Faking one way, faking another, and then getting it to the big fella. And Michael Eric deposits that one with a big assist from Howard Santos, and they'll get the and one off the back of it as well. That was brilliant for Darussafaka. Great patience, terrific execution. And once again, showing terrific moves for a big fella. Michael Eric. Eric missed his first attempt from the line. And he's missed his second as well. But the lead just continues to grow here. And there doesn't seem to be an awful lot Andorra can do about that, despite the best efforts of Albasi, who's been constantly buzzing around the place. Just the attempted layup there from Stevic, but he was never balanced. And once again, Darussafaka hold defensively. That's been the story of their season. Wilbekin. Eric could not get that one off. But John Schörner will attract another foul. It will be his second. Whether Michael Eric will be able to do any damage from the line remains to be seen. He's running dry tonight. Talk about running dry. What about Jakub Blažić, the key man offensively for Andorra? Just the 1 point tonight. That was from the line as well. Looking to bring Aldemir back on. And Michael Eric will look to try and open his account with free throws. 0 for 2 so far. That's a bit more like it. If this drops, Eric will be the third Darussafaka player tonight into double figures. And it doesn't. So he's 1 for 4 from the line. Eric. Jankovic. Bring it out to Schörner. Schörner was well guarded there, and the rebound is collected by Michael Eric. That was great defense once again from Darussafaka. I think that was Juwan Johnson doing some great defensive work, normally known for his offensive output. Wilbekin, St. Rose, back to Wilbekin. Wilbekin for three! And the rebound is collected by Moussa Diagne. Albisi. And the bounce pass fails to get through. James Bell read that one all the way. There was a whistle there as well, as Wilbekin got chopped up by Moussa Diagne. Furkan Aldemir will replace Michael Eric. He's had a pretty good game apart from his problems at the line. Albisi, nice bounce pass, and Diagne can't pull the trigger, gets his own offensive rebound. Can't get it at the second attempt. It's another opportunity spurned by Morabank Andorra. And back come Darussafaka, Cummings. And then there's another whistle there as Bell was looking to drive past Jakub Blazic, who's just not getting going at all tonight. It's just been one of those nights so far for Jakub Blazic. So experienced, so productive, so important for Andorra. But so far, a night to forget. And after the foul, Bell, who's just having a terrific night. Perfect with 2-point field goals, shooting 50% from beyond the arc, 2 of 4, and so far perfect from the line as well. That's an impressive haul from James Bell, who's also got 3 rebounds and a steal. And he's certainly making a case for being most valuable player of the game. The lead now 19 points. It just continues to grow and grow despite the best efforts of Andorra, and particularly Andrew Alcibi. Gets it back there from Schöner. He'll have to take it all on his own. And the rebound is eventually collected by Jankovic. And now Albisi will have a go and gets it in from distance. Well, Albisi's long-range shooting tonight has been something special. Cummings loses out. Just got chipped there by Jankovic. Jankovic almost able to finish the job, but again it was Blazic trying to set him up, and that wasn't the best pass that Jakub Blazic has ever thrown. So Jankovic unable to get the job finished. And Albisi just taking in oxygen there. 4 triples tonight for Albisi. Bell has been so efficient. That's Aldemir, St. Rose. St. Rose has drawn some traffic and can't get it away. And Blazic will now look to try and get something going. Blazic turns, looks, has drawn a crowd, has to get it back to Fernandez. Fernandez sends it back out to Jankovic. Jankovic misses. Blazic was there for the layup, though. And they all lost sight of Jakub Blazic. 3.5 to go, third. Lovely pass, and a big throw down as well to finish off the back end by Juwan Johnson. But what an assist from Howard St. Rose. Beautiful. 3.5 to go, third. Lovely pass, and a big throw down as well to finish off the back end by Juwan Johnson. But what an assist from Howard St. Rose. Beautiful vision from the Cuban. Nothing doing there for Schöner. That was an easy collect for Aldemir. He gets it here and gets it back to Cummings. Cummings sends it back out wide. And Juwan Johnson draws the whistle. That looks like Moussa Diagne might be in a little bit more hot water. If he is, that will be foul number 3. There's the earlier big-time throwdown. Wonderful pass to set up Johnson. Bell has been so good tonight, so accurate. Johnson from the line tonight. We have now. And the lead 18 points as Jaime Fernandez looks to bring it away. Sit out to Blasic, who just is forced to take it back to the Spanish point guard, who gets it back again. Looking to turn here is Jankovic. Jankovic has got a lot of problems here, but he gets it back to Fernandez, who nails a beauty. Once again, a big triple from Morabank Andorra. Their three-point shooting tonight has been pretty impressive, particularly from Albacete. There's a whistle there. That one is going to go against Will Cummings. And all the Morabank players were there. Drew the attention to the referee as well, and that's why. And what about that? Jaime Fernandez. David Blatt on course for a perfect start, 5-0, as we get ready for the second half of the group stage. 5 wins will get you through. They could lose 5 in a row. That's not going to happen, but they could lose 5 in a row and still make the round of 16. Darussafaka, I'm sure Blatt has much higher standards. And another turnover. That was really loose there from Shemek Karnowski, and it was Wilbekin that profited, and then the whistle goes as Cummings went flying through and was sent flying by big Shemek Karnowski. He's probably still kicking himself for the turnover. And obviously the big fella deciding, well, it was my mistake in the first place, I'm going to make him pay. Now let's see if Cummings can make Shemek Karnowski and Morabank Andorra pay from the line. Do it just like that. Well, last week Darussafaka went on the road against unbeaten Fiat Turin and backed the 2-3-0 teams, and it was an absolute wipeout. Turin given a lesson, losing that one by 29 points. Darussafaka trying to find their groove as Shemek Karnowski gets the layup, gets the whistle against Furkan Aldemir. Continues to draw a bit of foul trouble. As David Jelinek comes in, and Aldemir, you would think, will take a breather now after being assessed for the 4th time, and indeed he does sit down. Michael Eric comes back in as Shemek Karnowski wants to tack on the and one here, which he does. Nice touch from the big pole, and still just about keeping in contact here, Andorra, without ever threatening a big charge. Darussafaka can't completely shake him off, and Karnowski collects the rebound after the miss from Wilbekin. And a couple more like that will change the dynamic. Fernandez looking to take it all on his own. Ulubai was there to snuff that one out, and up the other end goes Will Cummings on the break. There is nothing more disheartening to a team on the attack like that, and a great bit of work there from Ahmed Ulubai defensively helps set that up. There's the bounce pass that puts Shemek Karnowski back in business. Karnowski will hit double figures for the night, but it's still a 14-point Darussafaka lead as we get down inside the final minute of the 3rd here, with Cummings assessing his options. He's got Ulubai here. Ulubai will have a look. It's rattled the rim, and then Blasic read that one all the way, and there was contact as Blasic came to collect that one. I think it was with Ahmed Ulubai. And it's a learning game, this, for Joan Peñarroya and his side. Playing in the Euro Cup competition for the first time ever after their heroics in the Spanish League. And they got to the quarterfinals and tested Real Madrid in the Spanish League. That earned them this berth. Stevic will draw the whistle there from Okben Ulubai. He was certainly making the most of his chance here. He comes in off the bench. He's picked up 2 quick fouls. Well, he's not missed many of those, Karnowski, tonight. That would have made it a 12-point game. Instead, it's Darussafaka looking to dump another basket on before the buzzer goes, and Wilbekin's the man to have a go. Well, it doesn't drop, though. Now, Stevic do something quickly. They've got to watch the clock here, and they didn't really do that. So Jankovic's effort will fall well short. Well, they've been chasing and chasing and chasing, haven't they? Morabank, Andorra. But still, they've got a big deficit to pull back. So, Will Cummings gets this final 10 minutes underway. And it's Scotty Wilbekin here. It's a big Michael Eric. He's facing the even bigger Shemek Karnowski, and Michael Eric wins that battle of the big fellas. Andrew Albisi. It's nicely done, but the execution again leaving something to be desired, as David Jelinek, who's not really got going tonight either, just misfires. Wilbekin back to big Michael Eric. Nowhere to go for him, so he'll put it back in the hands of the playmaker. Wilbekin with the bounce pass to Johnson. Nothing doing. But the clock, Andorra's worst enemy now. And the gap continues to grow. Remember, Darussafaka averaging going into this one, allowing only 69 points per game. And they're, of course, already themselves on 68 here. Andorra will very happily take 70 points. Now, there could be another couple here. There's a whistle. Look at that. Even then, obviously, Stevic under no pressure at all. And Okben Ulubai will pick up another foul. But Stevic would have wanted that to drop, as it is. He still gets an opportunity from the free throw line, but that would have been a nice and one there that would have just taken all the pressure off. Meanwhile, Ulubai's got to be careful. He's picked up 3 fouls in double quick time. Whistled there. Stevic. That one's missed. And Ulubai has collected the rebound. And it's 15 points. The deficit. Will Cummings looks to try and go to work. Lovely little layup, but it just rattled around. There is a whistle there. Blazic looking around as if to say, you can't possibly have got me. Guess what? Here comes Albisi again. Blazic will look to drive to the basket, and that's a bit more like the Jaka Blazic that we know so well. That's a dynamic and committed move there. Okben Ulubai. That one off the fingertips of Stevic. Side out Darussafaka. Howard Santaros, a creative genius for this team, comes back in. And that might be it for the night for Okben Ulubai. He's played just over 4 minutes. He's accumulated 3 fouls. Has to go with a rebound. thrown it around beautifully. Bell misses a big one from the corner. Not sure if he was trying the alley-oop there. If he was, Karnowski wasn't expecting it. Wilbekin will go for the triple here and nails it from downtown. Scotty Wilbekin, so good from beyond the arc this season. 2 out of 4 on the night as well. Beautiful pass, nobody anywhere near him. And Wilbekin maintaining his record of shooting 50% this season from beyond the line. That's going it. Albisi. Blazic. It's getting away from Santros. Couldn't float that one in, and Stevic couldn't haul it in. That's how Santros stuck a hand in there as well. Back to Jelinek, bounce pass to Albisi, and Albisi will try another one. Collected by Karnowski, and Albisi have another go. No, we'll give it to the big fella. He'll just try and spin away from Michael Eric and can't do it, but the rebound is collected by Stevic, who takes the easy layup as well. Wilbekin try and bring it away here. Santros got company, just ran out of anywhere to go, and then the break is on here. Albisi with the nice bounce pass to Jelinek, and Jelinek is just bundled out of it. But following up was Blazic. There was no whistle there on Johnson, who hustled back defensively. But Blazic was there to clean up anyway. Oh, well, can Jaka Blazic inspire something in the time that remains? Santros. Wilbekin. To swing it all the way over there for Johnson, and there's another whistle. Stevic, I think that was, hitting the floor. They really have fought hard here, Andorra, and they have not been disgraced, far from it. This is probably as tough a game as they've had on their schedule so far. Travelling to a very good team, a very long journey with all the logistics that that entails. And whilst they've been trailing, they've really stuck around and tried to make this competitive. Wilbekin correctly assessed there. And if they can convert this possession, they'll have trimmed this gap from 14 points to 10. Oh, but look who's in the middle of that, and hustling back and sparing Blasic's blushes there as Santros nearly nicked it off. It was Albisi. That was ambitious. And here comes Bell. And here's Wilbekin with all the time in the world, and Wilbekin nails it. This man is a three-point machine, not only tonight, but this season. That's going to get Darussafaka a long way to win number 5 out of 5. Albisi, Blazic. Can't pull his shot off, so I'll have to get it to the big fella. And Shemek Karnowski will take the easy stuff. There's a whistle there, and I think gets called on Oliver Stevic. Being his third. And that's where they're going to get him. To swap that ball away from Jerome Johnson. Wilbekin. And another turnover. Oh, it's Blazic looking to lead the way here. That was pretty well defended, it has to be said. Sanrus was the man that eventually got back there, but Juan Johnson was the man that did as much as anything to slow Blazic up. Good team D once again from Darussafaka. Wilbekin goes over the 20-point mark with that one. Wilbekin's numbers are just getting outrageous. 4 out of 6 from beyond the arc. Sanrus is looking for another turnover there. Blazic will swing it out. Albasi doesn't get the luck. Karnowski, a shove there on Wilbekin. The whistle. Scotty Wilbekin has had another very, very productive outing. With the lead 16 points. Darussafaka just over 4 minutes left. Well on the way to 5-0. But what about that from David Jelinek? The Czech guard comes up with a triple. Aldemir is back in, number 19, even though he's on 4 fouls. Oh, good grief, James Bell. Where did you uncork that one from? Well, if Wilbekin's got a rival for MVP of this game, it is James Bell. And it's Bell that will collect that rebound as well. Nicely collected there by Stevic, who's been in a pretty good defensive shift here. And here is Karnowski looking to try and turn Aldemir. And if that's gone against Furkan Aldemir, he can pack his kit bag. We have to wait and see. May possibly have gone against Sanrus there. Indeed it did. As Will Cummings comes back in right away. The big fella, Shemek Karnowski, in his first season as a professional, by the way. Played a bunch of years at Gonzaga in Spokane, Washington State, big Shemek. 152 games for them in 5 years. This is his first outing as a pro for Andorra. He's had a good game. He's had a pretty good season as well. James Bell's had a night. He's just been too hot to handle. There's Darussafaka with his 14-point lead. Sanrus. And there was a big collision there, and that really might be it for Furkan Aldemir. David Jelinek looking around as if to say, what hit me? Well, it was number 19. That'll do it for Furkan Aldemir. So he fouls out, but David Black, so good to have him. After having been without him since round 1. A key contributor. Darussafaka, a big part of their win tonight. Well, Karnowski to try and pull the trigger there. Between Michael Eric and Juwan Johnson. There was a whistle. There was a nudge there from Eric. As Karnowski looked to go to work. Well, he's had a busy game. Seems to have been in the middle of everything. Safe to say this has been his most productive performance of this EuroLeague campaign so far. Big Shemek Karnowski. Picked up 6 rebounds. And is now top scoring for this team. They do get a lot of points out of their centres. Andorra. Going into this one. Karnowski averaging just under 9 points a game. Diane averaging just over 8 points a game. And they've got a lot of points just out of the one of them tonight, though, because Diane has been almost shut out. Just the one field goal for him, and that just came off a boot. And I think final touch went off a yellow vest. Let's see if we can take another look. Well, that's a yellow arm, in fact, as David Jelinek got the final touch. Now, the timeout has been called by David Black with less than 3 minutes remaining. Yeah, or tomorrow night, should I say. I'll be still tucked in there. And I'm sure Joan Peñarroya, when he has a chance to assess this, will accentuate the positives. And there have been positives against a team that is clearly a contender to go on and win this Euro Cup. Jelinek getting a nudge there from Sant Ros as he shaped to shoot. And he knew it. And another very, very busy night though now at Sant Ros. He's such a nuisance. Always seems to be around things. One of the key contributors behind Wilbekin. And tonight, James Bell. Bell's been averaging 9 points a game or thereabouts this season and has exploded with a 22-point haul. 5 out of 5 as David Jelinek goes to work from the line. 5 out of 5 2-pointers. 50% on his triples as well. 3 out of 6 and perfect from the line. 5 rebounds. Bell's had himself a game. Jelinek. That's not a bad output against Darussafaka. Remember, the Istanbul side go into this one allowing just 69 points a game. And with only 17 points on the board at the end of the first quarter, you fancied that they'd be good to hold them for under 17, but they haven't been able to do that. Will Cummings, or rather Kidd, should I say, Stanton Kidd, tacking on his first points of the evening. Trying that little move. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Wasn't able to pull the trigger, and that was rejected emphatically by Juwan Johnson, but there was a whistle. There's the one-time Purdue Boilermaker just swatted that one away. Couldn't get the layup there, Karnofsky, but here was Jankovic, and the rejection from Johnson, but the foul in the process. And Vlado Jankovic. Deep consultation there with Andrew Albasi. Blazic will look back on this night with a little bit of personal disappointment, we suspect. Restricted to just 7 points. 6 rebounds tonight. Which is not the worst haul you'll ever get, but that's your points leader. Points leader tonight has been the big fella just sitting down there. Defensively, they've done a really good job on Janko Blazic, Darussafaka, Andrew Albasi looking around there with a smile of resignation. Thought he'd picked the pocket there of Will Cummings. Back comes Bell. Still time for him to just tack another basket or two on as Cummings comes away with that. And here's Wilbekin. Ran out of real estate, so we'll just take it back. Shot clock drops to 10 seconds, so still plenty of time, but they've got to be aware of that, and that was over-ambitious. Tried to thread it through to Cummings, who's hustled back and just stolen it off Janko Blazic. Great hustle there. You're up by 9, less than 2 minutes to go, and you come up with a play like that. It's again that team ethos. But David Blatt steadied the ship, and they've done a decent job of sticking around. Darussafaka certainly had to earn this one. Jelinek floating one up there. Stenic can't pull the trigger. James Bell will collect that and get it to his partner in productivity, Scotty Wilbekin. Wilbekin taking a look. Jelinek trying to stick with him. Wilbekin has got Bell to his left if he wants him. He doesn't want anybody. What a layup from Scotty Wilbekin. 24 points now for Scotty. Albisi back to Stebic, over to Jankovic. Jankovic in a collision with Bell. And the whistle goes. But we're in the last minute of this one. Bell looks around as if to say, surely not me. Bell's still having a little conversation there with the umpire. In a very respectful way, it has to be said. So that will send Vlado Jankovic to the line. He's 7 for 7 on the night, unlike so many of his colleagues who've had one or two issues, especially in the first half. No problems for him. So 50 seconds remaining in this one. Wilbekin getting it out to St. Rose, who gets it back to Cummings. And the last few seconds of this one then winding down. Cummings will look to just drive it in. Gets the whistle there against Jelinek. Cummings has been productive tonight as well. One of the new Americans that's joined the team. In fact, the only American holdover for Darussafaka this season was Wilbekin, his third season with the side. Loves Istanbul, loves David Blatt. Scotty Wilbekin doesn't want to go anywhere else. Cummings 3 for 3. And if he goes 4 for 4, he'll be the fourth Darussafaka player to hit double figures in the evening, which he fails to do. Albisi. That will almost certainly be Andorra's last offensive possession. Hits the rim, but gets the whistle as well. And a reaction of disbelief there from Juwan Johnson. Scotty Wilbekin doesn't look over-impressed either. It's Will Cummings with the paint there. I think that they caught on Stebic. Well, Cedevita put 83 points up on Darussafaka, which was a bit of a nail biter, that one. A lot of basketball to be played before then, however. Not much basketball to be played in this one. Just 15 seconds remain. St. Rose in no hurry to do anything with the basket. Now he gets away and swings it out to Cummings, who's also in no hurry to do anything at all. Let's have a little go here. No, he'll give it to St. Rose for the last act. And that falls short, and this one is in the history books. It's another win for David Blatt. It's a creditable defeat for Joan Peñarroya. But